Well, welcome back, everyone. It's been a interesting week to start off after a holiday long weekend. Let's take a quick look at how things are shaping up in the market. Now, I'm going to just make this a fairly straightforward way to kind of analyze this market by looking at the two key indices using the futures charts, and of course, doing so for the S&P E-minis, the NASDAQ minis, and doing so with the ITP, TRP, and Triple S toolkits on screen. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of subchart action going on here. Typically, I start off videos like these with the subcharts suppressed. Now, I'm going to go back there for a second, but I want to take you into the subcharts to add a little bit more detail to what's happened today and where we're likely to go. As you can see, the S&P E-minis on the left-hand side of the screen have come down into the champion cross buy zone. And if you take a look at the daily bar, go down to the bottom of the main chart there, we don't have that green block anymore. That means that champion cross buy signal is not in play. It's been lost. Now, it can be regained, but what has come on top of the candles are a couple of other signals. A TRP sell with a target one down here. It's not firm yet until the futures close their session and start the next one. However, we are in that spot where we're coming into the, we're past the end of the day, and we're just ticking away with small movements. My expectation would be this stays. And if we look at the order of operations of what's happened overall, the Champion Trend Pack Toolkit, which every Ultimate Wealth Chart member has access to, well, guess what? It's got a sequence, 3 stages, and once stage 3 is over, we know where it's likely to go. Stage 1, Champion Cross, Champion Trend. Stage 2, orange ball under price action there for the buy signals. And we've got wealth signal. The dashes are breakout forecasters. And when we have an absence of 3 bars after the last bar that had the breakout forecaster, we're very likely done. It can be preceded by a speed line crossover, blue crossing below magenta. And in this case, we did have 3 bars. And we did have that as somewhat clarity that this is likely done. And we're going to pull back to where? The first or second breakout forecaster would be the normal areas. So market risk, as you may have heard in videos just like these in the recent past, well, we could see action come down into that 52.30 area. Now, support still exists. And we know that the NASDAQ does not have the same leadership potential as it did in NVIDIA earnings week. In fact, the way that it's operating is it's effectively lagging in terms of how it's behaving relative to the signals on the S&P. You can see the champion trend buy zone, champion cross. In this case, we did have wealth signal preceding the stage 1 signals, but we also got range breaker, which can sometimes replace wealth signal for stage 2, happening very close to the, or actually on the bar that had the stage 1 signal. So we promptly moved into breakout forecasters. And as you can see, an absence of more than 3 days now without a breakout forecaster, a move that can take us down, as you've heard in videos just like these, to the first or second breakout forecaster area is likely. And that could mean another 280 to 300 points lower on the NASDAQ. Now, do we bounce? Does it break down from there? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to just focus in with the S&P E-minis on a subchart basis here, where we've got the ITP tools, which are a marketplace indicator that Rob has developed. We've also got the TRP tools and the Triple S tools in the subchart, along with a wealth chart member exclusive tool, the Spike 2.0. What we can tell here, going from top to bottom, the Triple S subchart is at the verge of a bearish cross. At the verge of it, we've already had one bearish cross with the red line coming down through the center of the Triple S channel. And now Triple S cross with the red line coming down below the fast momentum line. That's bearish. That's happened in today's market. And the next stage would be to cross below the blue line. Now, I don't anticipate us seeing an unravel, but there is risk here. And that risk very clearly from where we are right now, 52.73 and a half a point on the ES, could be upwards of 123 and a half points to slightly more. So keeping that in mind is essential. Is it likely? Well, the next stage of a bearish move has not been signaled by Triple S. It's a tentative state. The next subchart is the ITP triggers. magenta on cyan coming from blue on blue does imply a loss of bullish momentum, and bearish momentum is starting, but throttling did happen. For ITP students, likely we're going to have another attempt up, but that is probably still after the pullback finishes, and we don't have a signal that it's over. The TRP toolkit has a fresh sell. That's what we talked about first in this session, and the targets become firm once the day is closed. So we're in and around the 51.51 area, and the point here is we've got a sell dot on the TRP momentum crossover lines coming a little earlier, but within a 3-bar radius of the on-chart signal. This is corroborative of more likely for price to fulfill to target 1 or the midline. And then we've got the Spike 2.0 tool where the slow spike is firmly pointed down, fast spike closed at a low, but you've got that green dot. What does that mean? A partial retrace of this move down is likely. And that to me completes the picture. Why? How? We could start off tomorrow with a little bit of a rise to backtest broken support, which is now resistance, and see 25, 30, 40 points higher potentially. But very likely it is to follow through to the downside towards the target 1 that you can see on chart. I hope that this detailed level of education here helped add some more granularity to your thinking. I look forward to sharing more with you in videos just like these in the days ahead. Have an incredible rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Bye for now, all.